So I Roman secured that kill for Wukong. But now I'm back here mid. And the reason why these videos are 10 minutes long, I just realized. So ultimate right here off the Sona that's recalling. She flashes, still gets hit with it, and then Morgana lands a nice binding and pull. So Sona wasted her flash just to die anyways there. She could have flashed over the wall, but that was a big panic flash. And that's just not a good spot to recall. That shows you the importance of not recalling on top of wards. And you have to get a good sense based on how the enemy is reacting around you to what exactly is warded. But yeah, I was showing here bot Ezreal chunking this Tristana down. I'm thinking I can come around to wrap around for the gank here. Sona so broke, she can't really ward. She hasn't really been warding all that much areas, so I get the free gank here, but Zac already kind of beat me to it, so right now we're just trying to wear down Zac, try and make a kill on Tristana or Zac here. But Ezreal flashes into tower and gets exhausted, and I flash to secure the kill on Tristana, but Ezreal gets hit. Fiddlesticks ultimates in, decides to give up on the chase for Zac, giving it to me, which I pick up with a Tidecaller's Blessing and auto attack, and I'm not sure if he was able to get Sona, but either way, this bot lane is pretty much a one game for us. We just have to worry about Orianna and Lee Sin in the top lane and Wukong. Like, our team comp is here, but Wukong has been getting pushed back by Lee Sin all game, so yeah, I'm just going to speed this up here. We got that tower down. I pick up a Chalice of Harmony, and Orianna completely whiffed that ultimate right there. Ruby Sightstone and Chalice of Harmony, and a Null Magic Mantle to turn into Spooky Ghost, Twin Shadows for later. So yeah, we're pushing this mid down. We're going to start pressuring mid right here. And we always have to be careful of something like that. That Zac jump, if that had hit me, I would have died for sure. So there's got to be a ward somewhere on that ledge for Zac to have aimed that jump at me, or in mid. But yeah, so here we are. We're just trying to siege down mid right here. We've gotten bot. We've bashed bot in 2 towers deep, and now we want this mid tower to try and cement our lead going into the mid and the late game. It's only 17 minutes in the game, and right now I am 4-0 and 8. And Fiddlesticks off to the side here is going to be safely getting away. Ezreal barely missed getting a kill there. I didn't notice on who, but that ultimate just barely short damage. And my bubble shot the bubble, but he jumped before the bubble got to hit me. Either way, we're still controlling the area around mid here. We're going to be pushing mid again. As soon as we get this Zac off our ass, this Zac is just being a pain right now. And Lee Sin hits me with a Q, finishes the Q kick in. Zac ults right here, I tidal wave. Fiddlesticks hits a nice Sonya's and flashes away to avoid dying to Zac knockup. Meanwhile, Wukong sieging down top, but this Fiddlesticks definitely going to get killed here. He had oracles, but with the new oracle changes, he's going to be able to respawn with the time still from oracles. So I dodged a Lee Sin Q there. Lee Sin just missed his Q or something. And Wukong is still on top. He should be retreating now though. So we got a tower there, and one of us died. So decent trade. We needed that top tower because Wukong was just, we need the team global gold on our side. So I'm going to speed it up here as we're kind of just in a lull state. We're defending. We're kind of just backing away here. And they finish their recalls. We're just going to continue pounding away at mid here. And I don't know how or why, but Tristana and Ezreal get into this exchange bot lane. Ezreal is just so far ahead, he's able to just 1v1 the Tristana, who's overly confident. Ezreal gets jumped on, pops his berry a little bit too late there. Still takes the jump damage, but Zac looks like is still going to get taken down here. Nice ult from Ezreal while he's slowed in the ultimate, and Zac turns into blobs. We'll definitely have enough damage to take him out. And that's that kill. Catching out 2 of them for whatever reason. Zac's not very strong right now. He hasn't made the gank stat. I mean, he's decently strong. He's kind of getting fed, but Ezreal's just much more fed than Zac right now. And in the mid lane, see Morgana getting ganked by 3 of them, trying to make a play off of the double kill we got bot. But bot lane is still pushing, so what we're going to do is we're going to try and shove bot and do damage to this tower, but Tristana shows up. We're unable to continue pushing, and now we have to contend with the possibility of roaming into their roam squad, who just came out of middle, which was 3 of them. But they could have moved on. It doesn't look like they're here. We're going to be able to take this red buff away. And yeah, probably go back to base. Let me speed this up. So we're going to continue our siege down mid. Fiddlesticks wants to ult over this wall, but they're not extending that far to give him that advantage. You know, when you're pushing on Fiddlesticks, you always got to be careful of Fog of War ultimates, because there's so many just different spots. If you're pushing, you're moving forward. You're asking to get Fiddlesticks ulted when you're pushing a lane against a middle missing Fiddlesticks. So you always got to keep that in mind. We're back here. I'm just going to speed this up. Orianna, I don't know what happened. I think Wukong just gets caught here trying to take their blue buff away. As you can see on the minimap right now. I'll take a look at it in just a second. Yeah. He got Orianna very low, trying to catch her out doing her blue, but Lee Sin showed up, saved her butt. And Zac here just missing his jump, not expecting me to run towards my base instead of directly away, I guess. And we disengage here. Fiddlesticks is picking up dragon in the meanwhile. This is, I believe, the 2nd dragon our team's got in this game. And Sona just panic flashes the Morgana binding. She was just getting mind gamed right here hard. So we pick up the dragon here. Gonna be just pushing the wave up, and possibly gonna siege onto mid right here. And we're gonna back away and try and get them to push up so we can land an easy Fiddlesticks ult. We're just staying back, and here I'm going over to ward this bush. And bot lane is getting pushed, so what I'm doing right now is I'm just stalling the Zac. Because Ezreal, while we were pushing mid, Ezreal rotated to bot, started pushing it. So what I'm trying to do is, I'm trying to be behind here to slow their advance, to catch my Ezreal, but at the same time, I don't want to get caught, so I have to maintain really good positioning here. And Ezreal is definitely getting caught in their base. He is so far in, if you can see. Throwing a bubble, just kind of slowing their movement around the map. Ezreal does get killed here, but mid and bot were both pushing, so we get the middle outer tower while they defend their base. So nice double Orianna ultimate, and Morgana's gonna get killed here. I flash away and shoot bubble. Orianna flashes right onto my bubble. Zac flashes past it, and Fiddles does a nice fear onto Zac to help me get away with the added movement speed from my Tide Caller's Blessing. And looks like Wukong, for whatever reason, flashes in here, gets exhausted and ults. Fiddlesticks ults to try and follow up with it, but there's not really much to do for the Wukong. We did not have that damage there. The fight was over. We were kind of all retreating here. Wukong was just splitting top, came mid, thought we had more strength than we did, and just went in. So I'm going to speed it up here while we respawn. I decided to buy my spooky ghosts and build a health crystal, possibly turn into some CDR right here. Yep, I do. I create a Shirelia's Reverie. So Shirelia's Reverie and Spooky Ghost to me are the hard engage combo. Use Spooky Ghosts and hit them for the slow, and then while they're slowed, use Shirelia's Reverie your entire team towards them, and that basically gets everyone into the team fight. So I'm going to speed it up here for a second as we do more pushing. And looks like okay, so Lee Sin starts Baron. I guess they're getting kind of desperate here. Sona bought Oracles, thought that she had all the wards cleared, but there is a ward here on Baron that Sona blatantly missed. Wukong's coming in from the left, and the rest of our team's coming in to the right. And Morgana hits a 3-person Soul Shackle. It explodes, stuns 3 of them. Tide Call, Nami ult, Ezreal ult, Wukong ult, hits every single person on their team, blows them up. And Ezreal comes in for the mop up here, picks up Lee Sin. Tristana's getting really low here. Zac's reforming still. Ezreal flashes over for the kill, and Zac jumps over, missing his jump completely on Ezreal. Meanwhile, Morgana hits her binding and her pool. Ezreal gets killed by Zac, but Zac is trying to run away with just so low health here. I miss my heal. My heal comes out as he jumps over the wall into Fog of War, but I'm not done with my chase. Zac must have thought that I would given up, but I did not. I hit my heal. I hit 2 auto attacks, 3 auto attacks, and it takes forever to kill Zach, but he finally goes